What's up, YouTube? This is Big Mike, aka True Off TV. All right, I'm gonna talk about was something that Kevin Durant was talking about. He voiced his concern about the Warriors, and he was concerned about their overall level of play and their sense of urgency over the past several weeks. In the last game, of course, they played the Sacramento Kings and nearly blew the game. They held on to a 130 to 125 victory, I believe, against the Kings. But at one point in time during the game, I think they had something like a 15 or 16 point lead, and late into the game, they blew it. They blew that lead and were trailing before going on a run to seal the deal. But this followed on the heels of them getting blown out by the Raptors, who were without their best player at home. So Kevin Durant basically was saying that this can't continue. And I believe I saw something in their last 18 games, they're only playing 500 basketball. And he basically was saying that by the playoffs, this can't be occurring. They're going to have to play on a much higher level by the time they reach into the playoffs. And I mean, that's just common sense. That's when it actually matters. And if you're the Warriors, if you're the first or second seed, what have you, you can't afford to drop home games just because, you're distracted by something, or you just come in thinking that you're just going to walk into the arena and teams are just going to bow down and just, oh, it's the Warriors, we got to lose. So Kevin Durant being the leader of that team, some people say the leader is Stephen Curry, but I think the leader is Kevin Durant, is voicing his concern amongst his team and thinks that they need to step up the level of play. Tell me what you guys think about what Kevin Durant said. What do you think is the problem with the Warriors this year? I think with every championship team, especially a team that is structured to go on a prolonged run, I guess motivation becomes a problem. Everybody's motivated to win, during that initial championship run. They want to know that feeling of winning, that feeling and elation of having reached the ultimate goal of a championship. But it becomes a little bit more difficult the second and more so time around. Teams are now gunning for you. I remember Michael Jordan constantly talking about this. He would always try to find challenges or things that always drove him to play at his highest level. And that's what happens sometimes, is that some teams just fall off for whatever reason. Sometimes it's age, sometimes it's injury, sometimes it's opposition getting better, In this case, it's definitely not age. It's not injuries, not really. It's possibly, I think, a little bit of opposition getting better in the Western Conference. Something we've been wanting, non-Warrior fans have been wanting for a while, more parity. And also, I think a little bit of it is that the Warriors sometimes are not playing at the level that they're capable of every single night. So basically, that's it. Tell me what you guys think.